I think all of us here are relatively ambitious people. I'm surely quite ambitious. And in the midst of all of that, I tend to forget about my own needs. So what would your advice and guidance be? How does one have a successful professional life while also maintaining a healthy personal life and taking care of our own wellness?
What we call as ambition is a very constipated expression of fundamental human longing. When I say fundamental human longing, doesn't matter who you are, what you are, you want to be something more than what you are right now. If you know money, you're thinking more money. If you know wealth, you're thinking more wealth. If you know power, you're thinking more power. If you know knowledge, you're thinking more knowledge. If you know pleasure, you're thinking more pleasure. Doesn't matter what, currency may be different from person to person, but everybody is longing to be something more. So whatever that something more that you're longing for right now, fulfill that for you right now. Are you fulfilled for life? You want something more, okay, that also will do it. Are you fulfilled? No. That also will fulfill the next one. Are you fulfilled? No. So essentially, you're longing to expand in a limitless way. If you want to become limitless, trying to do it through physical means is a foolish thing to do, because the fundamental of physical existence is a defined boundary. We call this a physical body because it has a defined boundary. If I take away all the boundaries of this, it is no more physical, isn't it? So you're longing for something which is boundless. Through boundaries, well, life is going to be a frustrating course. It can't be any other way, I'm saying it's fundamentally flawed. So, you have a longing to become everything, but your ambition is for something. That's why I'm saying it's constipated. You know constipation means what? It happens, but it happens little by little. So ambition is a constipated expression of what is a fundamental human longing to expand. So your longing to expand, if you pay attention to it, you will see it is not looking for more, it's looking for all. When you're looking for all, you can't call that an ambition because you cannot have all in terms of physical having, all right? But you can make everything yours, nobody to stop you. Do you know this? I have made all of you mine, not without your permission. Is that okay? Whether you give me permission or not, I don't care. I've anyway made you mine. Can you stop me? No, you think if somebody has to be yours, you have to marry them or you have to beget them or something else must happen. You need a legal paper that they belong to you. No, this planet can be yours, isn't it? This universe can be yours. It's just a question of, will you allow your consciousness to expand or will you keep it constipated? So first of all, that is ambition. In that, how to balance my personal life and my ambition. See, what you want to do, if it's not your life, why the hell are you doing it? People are always asking how to get work-life balance. I'm saying if what you're doing, your work, if it's not your life, please don't do it. Because if you're reasonably successful in your life, you spend more time with the people with whom you work than your so-called family, yes or no? Day in and day out, you're with them. Maybe only weekends you're seeing family faces. Depends what kind of work you're doing, you know. But if you're reasonably successful in this world, most of the time you are with people that you work with, isn't it? And if that's not your life, I'm sure it's miserable. It's like, when I first went to United States some 24 years ago, they took me to this restaurant and it said TGIF, whatever. What is it, I asked? Thank God it's Friday. So, then I looked into this, where does this come from? Then all the research says, studies show that 70% of the Americans hate the work that they're doing. Hate, not dislike, they hate it. If you are hating what you do for 5 days of the week, you think 2 days will be fantastic? No, it only overdoses. That's all that's happening, because you're doing something that you hate. I'm saying, life is such a limited amount of time. In this, where did you get the time to do something that you hate? Why the hell are you doing something that you hate when life is such a brief happening? When I say life is such a brief happening, before you were born, Ananya, how long were you dead?
I don't know.
You don't know, endless amount of time probably. And I'll wish you another 100 years.
Thank you.
Because when it comes to death, nobody is negotiating death, we're only negotiating time. We are not negotiating whether we should die or not. We are negotiating whether it's today or 100 years later, that's all. So I'll give you another 100 years, okay? But after that, when you die, how long will you be dead?
Will I be reborn or…
Don't go into all that. How long will you be dead? Those people who died, how long are they dead? They're just dead forever, all right?
Forever.
Yes, so you are dead for a very long time before you are born and after you die. It's just a brief amount of time that you're here. In this, why the hell are you doing something that you hate? You must be doing something that you love, something that you embrace with the greatest amount of love and affection. Whether it is work or industry or people or whatever nonsense you want to embrace, it's up to you.
So Guruji, coming to this, I personally have reached a stage where I love most of what I do and I feel very grateful to be in this place. I still wonder what's right. So if I can give you an example, let's say my mother is here, so I'm just going to use her as an example. Let's say I have a really important board meeting that I'm chairing tomorrow and it also happens to be my mom's birthday. Now, the decisions that I make for the company obviously affect so many other people who are working in the company. But it's also my mom's birthday tomorrow and I want to be there for her. Let's say I can only do one.
You can take her to the boardroom and celebrate along with her.
I would love to do. I'm going to do that. That would be great. But what I'm trying to get at is when things like that come up, what is the right thing to do? Or is there nothing right and wrong and it just depends from situation to situation? This is something that I really struggle with. I think this is what I meant by personal and professional.
See, when we say personal life, whether it's our parents or our children or whatever, it is not the volume of time that we spend with them. It's about how we spend that time with them. So I've raised my daughter with my little finger of involvement only. But she thinks I've been a fantastic parent to her. All right? That's her experience and that's all that matters. I know I only let my little finger involve myself with her because rest of it was all involved with my work. But with little finger you can do a lot. It is the quality of what you do, it's not about how much you do. We have to raise that quality.
Wow. Yeah, that's really nice.